There we go. Oh, let's come back to that message. All right. Okay. All right. I'll see you in a little while. The mind of the medium allows us to be revealed to you once more. To be revealed what is already there and waiting for you. The light of the world already exists within you. You just have to reveal it to the world. There is nothing to be discovered, only to be revealed. So as promised to you last week, we have two communicators today, and two communicators that will talk on a different viewpoint of the same topic. So you can see it from two different angles and two different modalities almost. But first, of course, we must use or get to the healing list. I believe, Brandon, you have a list of names for me.
Indeed, I do. Thank you. I apologize ahead of time for any mispronunciations in the names. Irene, Angelina, George, Miria, Dimitri, Stella, Helen, Duncan, Lorna, Elle and her unborn baby, Teresa, Ravenberry, Paya, Anders, Madeline, Marcus Camborn, Stefan Borgland, Moa, Lisette, Birgitta, Matilda, Kent, Marie, David, Nina, Sophie, Hannah, Danis, Daniel Weeding, Annalie, Anton, Bjorn, Pekka, Bia, Thomas, Mats, Wivka, Jeanette Johnson, Sonia, Marcella, Francesco, Roz, Teresa Neal, Helen, Anna Misaki, Yadi, Charlotte Burge, Peter and Chelsea, Evie Rose Johnston, Olivia Johnston, Howard, Chris, Maureen, Bernie Parent, Carrie and Brian, Sue Lomax, Linda Lowe, Wanda Howard, Rosa, Katrina, Mike, Julie, Cleve, Helen, Carl, Ben, Pippa, Brian, and Carrie, Loretta Michelle Caputo, and finally, John and Lori Mans. Lori would like to say thank you to everyone that is here for the last few weeks. She's feeling much better, and a special thanks to you, Ignatius. So thank you.
All are held within the heart of the Creator. Now, last week, we spoke about the talk and the connection between Jesus and Judas, and the real nature of that relationship, which could be viewed in many different ways. Again, we have a little bit of a biblical story, but then another. And just for your reference, my medium has no knowledge of the Bible, or very limited. Now, there is much symbology within the New Testament. Symbology that first appears to be a historical document, but it is also a spiritual document, a document that details the progression of each individual person through their spiritual evolution. through their pathway, through walking their spiritual path towards realization of who they really are. In walking this path, there are many obstacles, challenges, and also rewards which are given to the aspirant. But of course, the challenges can be at times rather small, but at times rather large. And just to be repetitive, in doing this quote, I do not wish to say whether these events occurred or not. That is not the point. This is not a historical discussion. So let us begin. In the Bible, they describe the crucifixion. And they describe it as 3 crosses on top of a hill. The main character of the story, Jesus, was in the center and a thief either side of him. Now, the one thief on the one side said to him, "Forgive me." And he said, "I atone for my sins." And Jesus acknowledged this and said, "You will walk with me in heaven later this evening." Yet the thief on the other side denounced him and said, "It is, if you are the Son of God, cast yourself down." And Jesus was in the middle of these 2 beliefs. The one believing and the one disbelieving. And yet he was in the middle. Within your path, you will have belief and non-belief fairly regularly. You will believe that this is true, and then the next minute you will question, only to believe and question time again. You will wonder about whether this is actually happening. Is there really a spirit? Is there really a God? Is there really life beyond the grave? And I mentioned last week and in another talk that there are many who do not believe this. Now, in this conversation on the hill, on the cross, there was acceptance of the 2 different viewpoints, and Jesus was in the middle. He was calling all those to him. He represented the sins of the world, it is said. But what is the symbology here? Not only is the symbology the way your life will ebb and flow in belief, but also there is an underlying truth. An underlying truth that needs to be understood. And the important, or one of the important things in this story, which is very little seen or heard of, is the symbolism of the cross itself. The wooden cross, and this will be referred to later. The cross here is a symbolism of what is beyond the light. If Jesus was the light, I am the light, I am the way, I am the truth. You'll find that in John, I believe, 14:6. then what was the cross? Listen to that quote again. I am the way, I am the light, I am the truth. And also in John, I am the light. Those that walk with me will not walk in darkness. The cross is I am. The cross is a symbolism that you must walk through the light too. The light is still an expression. It is not God, but it is an expression of the Creator. There is much said about Jesus walking in the light and projecting the light, and the light projecting through Jesus, through the heart, behind the body, as is pictured in many paintings. And he came to bring the light into the world. He knew himself to be beyond the body. He journeyed through the body into I am. If you like, through the light into what is beyond the light. Through the Atman into the para-Atman, if you prefer that, those words. So the expression of light is the important part. Do you believe you are the body, the light, or something more? You can never acknowledge or even understand the more, the cross. You can only understand and accept the light. It is through there that you must go, though. If you remember about the talk on the progress of man through his enlightenment, you will know that in that talk they had to let go of the light, walk into the cave to attain the full connection. This is the same symbology. If you understood that talk then, that of course links to this talk now. It is surrendering to the light that you must first do. Coming to terms that there is a light of an awareness, the light of awareness, the light of clarity. Wherever your consciousness goes, so does obviously your energy, but also the awareness of what is there. The awareness, what is locally, and the consciousness universally. You can hear definitions of the other way around. Now, within this process, there needed to be a final surrender. A final surrender to become unified. A final surrender. A letting go of the light to become I am. You could say the light is I am that, and beyond the light, I am. The full surrender. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. This is the surrender from unconditional love. Forgive me, from conditional love to unconditional love. No greater love has another, that he surrenders his life for his friend. So the surrender and acceptance of what is will give you where you need to go. Now, this may sound rather deep, philosophical, highbrow, if you wish, but let me put it into plain terms. Whatever you resist in your life, you will create drama. If you resist going have to work, there will be challenges. If you resist a certain condition within your body, then you will be challenged by it. If you resist a certain relationship, you will be challenged by that relationship. You can convert drama into peace by just acceptance. I have to go to work. I have this bodily issue. I am in this relationship. And this peace then, regarding this incident, as long as you do not resist it, will mean there'll be more acceptance and understanding that that is where you are. Many people pray to Spirit or to the Lord or to their God and say, take away this thing from me. And they wonder why this is very rarely answered, or so they believe. Is it not better to say, give me peace to accept, or give me acceptance to gain peace? With, let us say, my body type, or my hair color, or my aging. Man wants to fight the inevitable, and to some degree has found some ways to ease the burden of the inevitable. But man will never create life, and may seem like he cheats death, but never truly. Man will never create life because he can never create something that is not already created. He attempts to create light, but the light already exists and remains dormant within all things. He seeks to go further into space and deeper into the body. But he'll find no end to that. There is always further and deeper to go. And this is the truth within this story. The duality of life, either side of the cross, coming into the unity in the middle. A duality of yes and no on either side of Jesus, to the light that lies beyond. And then another step into the I am. You each carry your own cross in your own way. You each carry your own I am presence. The light comes from there, is expressed through your body and changed due to the memory and the content of your mind into the form of life that you live. You seek to change the life or to go further or deeper rather than the understanding of the light that is there. Science chases their answers externally and does not look internally to what is the foundation of all existence. Does not come into the truth, the light, the way. Religion touches this, but soon gets lost at times in the dogma, the fundamentalism, and will never fully surrender while it holds on to faith must only be this way. No, faith is this way. No, faith is that way. But the dogma is still more of the duality. It does not take its step into the surrender. It does not become either the light or the I am. The very teachings of many of the religions' figureheads gets lost and forgotten into the dogma of the rules and regulations of what life should be. I have said before, the realm of consciousness is pure potentiality. Potential to be anything and everything. How can there be limiting rules with that? And yet again, we see here the three paths. The three paths which must be taken to, or at least one of the paths must be taken to eventually merge together to become the final path. Represented again by the crucifixion on the hill, represented by I am the truth, I am the light, I am the way, represented by Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, Brahman, Shiva, Vishnu, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. The three paths. At some stage, the paths must be no more than love. No more than love. There can be great technical descriptions on how you walk each path. But they are simple as love thy neighbor. The ability to love another, the ability to surrender to the needs of another above self, the ability to give away. That is the fourth path. The three become this path. Love. Surrender to love. Give away love to the other person. Expect no rewards from it. So if you wish to do an experiment, and I have spoken with many exercises regarding the building of love within your heart. But if you wish to do an experiment, I ask you to pick one person, maybe for 1 hour, or 1 day, or even for 1 episode. And serve them. Give to them everything. Serve them with love in your heart. Whatever they ask of you, build up love and do the exercise required. And see how this makes you feel at the end of the exercise. Do you love more or less? Did it make you feel wonderful in the giving? You choose. It is up to you. Now let's hear the same story in another way, spoken by another. So you can see from this, the message is still there, but different words are used, and I will return at the end. There are many stories which embody the light of the creation. There are many stories which will take you to many different worlds and many different realms of existence. What I am about to tell you, I have walked this path. I tell you nothing that I have not achieved or done. I tell you both from knowledge and experience. Or you could say, What I am to say is not in any context of any religion. But has some other understanding. I do not use any connection to either Christianity or Buddhism or Taoism or even Tibetan Buddhism. I talk about the path as I saw it. Now, in other talks by other people, and also by myself, I often have spoken about the quality of the Creator being a blue light. A blue light that those who are ready will see and maybe project. All of you will see this at some stage if you follow your path. But your timing is up to you. If you sit, and very often sit for some time, and you sit in the presence of the peace and stillness within your mind, even if you have thoughts arising, there is still peace within your mind. If you sit there, eventually a blue light starts to appear. And you should sit with that light. Do nothing. Do not chase. Do not follow. Do not do anything but hold your attention with it. And when you hold your attention, then of course, gradually with time, that light becomes more defined. And also, it becomes a gateway. The light is blue, but it may have a halo of yellow flame around it, or just a yellow mist around the blue. Do not do anything but hold your attention. With time, within that blue light, there is either a 4 or a 5-pointed white star. This is the light the other referred to in his talk. You must hold your attention on the white cross. Only to go through that cross and to become one. And when you go through, there is no light. There appears, and many people say it is just darkness, but it is not nothing. No, nothing. It is just darkness, but it is everything. There are certain practices you can follow to aid this, and if you are interested, Kriya Yoga. You will find this in the teachings of Yogananda and also Lahivi Mayasaya and Babaji, Sri M, and others. Now, why do I talk to you about this? I talk because the paths are the same. Whatever you call your path, it will be the same if you surrender. Surrendering asks much of you. But to do it, you must not do anything. Remember, in your life, you want to develop how to be good spirit or good medium or good aspirant towards the understanding of who I am. And often people chase and they worry and they try to discover new talent or new way or new technique. And the teacher's role, he just say, don't worry. Try this, but you are already there. The role of any teacher or guru is not a physical role. So it is not dependent on the body or the guru being present. You see, you want this, don't you? You want this power. You want the light and more. And you want me to give you magic pill and say, there, take this, you'll be done then, finished. I have given you the magic pill. Let go. Surrender. Love. Too often man runs around the world going, I should do this, I should do that, I need more. Answer's not here, it must be there. Answer not in this exercise, I try another exercise, get another teacher. They will never discover their way. Until one day they say, I can't find it. I give in. And then their path starts. If you were to let go of the dramas of your life, would there be more love in your life? If you were to let go of the expectations you have of your achievements or non-achievement, would there be more love in your life? If you accepted yourself as who you are and how you look, would you love yourself more? There are many different bodies in this world and many different shapes and colors. If you could accept them, would there be more love in the world? Acceptance allows love to be present. But you fight, you disturb in yourself. You see, the path of realization and the path of Christianity is very, very similar. When you read and look slightly below the surface. If you open your heart, is there not peace and love? Do I not finish by saying, as I will do now, let peace be in your heart. Mm. 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 Walking the path is walking with love in your heart. How much do you love? How much love do you hold back? How much love do you fail to give because you choose not to? Because someone is not right or some situation is not within your control. But you could still love. Your role is how much love do I bring into the world? Let that be your motto for this week. How much love can I bring into the world? God bless you all. Until next week.